Hey, what's up everyone? We're doing a quick overview and comparison of the startup in BMS and DCS for the Falcon 16 F-16 module. For the first video, I have the startup that I would do in Falcon BMS at the start of a mission. In the description below, I have the timestamps for where the video starts, where I have my startup for the DCS F-16 module. Hey, well, it's going to be how I run up and start up the jet in a normal BMS mission. Just about the same as DCS, but there are small differences that I will talk about in this video. So first things first, turn on battery, check my flickus, make sure all 4 branches are good. Also do this. This is something I noticed in DCS.
Warning.
You can't do this on battery.
Jammer. Counter. Chaff. Flare. Low. Out.
So everything looks good.
Lock.
Let's let it finish this thing.
Caution. Bingo. Data.
And it's done. Everything is good. Fire lights. Fire lights are good. Now next would be to close the canopy. Then BMS. If you close the canopy with the JFS on, JFS goes off and you have to recharge it. Takes about 2 minutes or so. So unnecessary time wasted. I go to main power. This is the norm. This is the standby. All my lights on. Then go to JFS. Turn it on. So this has to go to 20% and make sure your SEC goes off. But in the meantime, I'm already manipulating all my switches and turning everything on while it's turning on. While my JSF is spooling up. So go to bolt, volume, turn this down a little bit. This is the jammer. So turn that on. Go around here, turn on my HUD. Go around here and turn on left hardpoint, right hardpoint, FCR, radar altitude to standby. This is to flight plan for the HUD. Leave this in the way it is. Over here, go to norm for air source. If you don't have your air source on, if it's stuck in off or stays in off, you'll burn up your avionics and you won't be able to fly. Data link to norm for the alignment. SEC is off and 20%. So therefore, I'd go to idle. I have it mapped on a button on my HOTAS, so wait for it to go to about 60%, 60-65%. There it is. So you have all your warnings here. To clear that, go to test. Have FRCs in there. Clear. See how it goes away. Go back to main menu, DTE, load all of your DTC parameters and data so you can have it while you fly. Go to UFC. So you won't just be using your backup radios, you can use your radios in here. So if this was an actual mission, I'll go to 2 for ground, to contact ground so I can take off, or taxi in this case. And then for COM 2, I'll go to Victor 15, depending on which flight I'm in. Go to 30, usually go to center, so you can see all around you without having to not being able to see all around you, because DP, you can kind of see behind you, but not as much, so I go to center. Now we have to wait on our avionics and all our GPS to align, which is about 120, 130 seconds. So while that's going, I usually will establish communication over the radio while we're doing that, and then in the meantime, I am putting in my bingo fuel, so 3500, whatever it is, and then I'll also be doing my data link. So it'll be one flight here, and then it'll be another flight of 2-1, another flight of 3-1, or whatever, and so on and so forth, 4-1 and 5-1. So whoever's going to be on our data link. Make sure my lights are on. Yep, they're on. I had them on down here. Put it in standby. Go into flick SI bit. So all of my surfaces are going to move now. Make sure it's good to go. If I had any bags, I would put it on external wing, so I could see how much I have on my external wing, which I do have bags, so they're right there in the corner. So I can go to norm, back to norm. I can go to test. This goes to 6,000, needles go to 2,000, and the two fuel low warnings. Back to norm. Gonna external, keep it there. Takeoff landing configuration, yep, because it's going through the test, still in run. And it fixed, or not fixed, it completed. About 20 seconds left to go on the alignment. After the alignment's done, you go to nav. Oh yeah, and this button switch right here, tack in DCS, not implemented in BMS. These over here, you can click it in DCS, but can't do anything in BMS at the moment. So now that this has been aligned, notice here I have no steer points. So you must go to your EGI switch, go to nav, and all of your steer points come up and gets populated. Same thing with threat circles and anything else you have in there. Steer lines, all that stuff. So I would go to standby, keep it in standby till take off, or till I get to the taxiway. This is going to be how I start in DCS. So what I do first is go to, remember everything is backwards, so right click is to go up, left click is to go down. I go to battery, poop, go to make sure all 4 branches. See, I'm unable to do this. Like in BMS, I could do it, but here I can't. So leave it the way it is. I go to main power. It's a habit of mine to close the canopy before I turn on JFS, but DCS doesn't have that implemented yet. So I'm just going to keep it the same. So if you close the canopy while your JFS is running in BMS, it'll turn off your JFS. You have to recharge it again. But anyway, so going to go to start 2. So same thing here. Make sure it goes to 20. SEC is actually modeled, so make sure that goes away as well. So make sure RPM goes to 20. It goes a little bit faster in this. So I'm not able to do all of those as fast, so I usually wait till it's ready. But in the meantime, I'll probably be able to do this. It's a couple of switches. So since that's good, I will do right shift home. Gets it over the hump. And that's it starts. And right hard point, left hard point, all that good jazz. Right here, it's already there. It doesn't matter, so I keep it in norm. All of my switches back here, map, UFC, MFD. This goes to norm. And squelch over here. Make sure it goes to both. RPM is good, 60%. Screen's coming on. Master caution, or I could turn on my HUD. HUD goes up. Master caution can go away. Here there's no test, so it's placeholder, so I just keep it right there. This is actually modeled, so I just go over here and kind of place it in the center. So with this, you see that there's steer points. There's not really an alignment process in DCS yet, so I always have to remember to put it in nav, because if you don't put it in nav, your HUD compass will stay at 358. See, right now I'm at like 34345 or 45045. So like 045, yeah, something like that. So 045 is what it should be, and there it is. Just changed itself. So that's all you gotta put. Friggin' nav. Put that on and on for TAC-in. So you can go into your TAC-in here. Press 1, TAC-in is on. I don't know if I think 26 is a TAC-in or something. I don't know, but whatever. So gonna turn on my RWR, which doesn't have the sounds yet. None of these work. So hopefully they could. I think this works. Priority and target, or target separation, that works too. So put this in the middle, have everything set up for that. So that's it for that. Make sure that's in there. There's no IFF, but I usually put it in norm. Tank and nerding is on. Put that in there. Can go through a bit. See what it does. I've done it. Never really looked. I don't know if it does anything. Yeah, you could do the same thing with bingo. 38 or whatever you want. I have it set up as the arrow keys as well because it makes it a lot easier. NSL floor, 10,000 feet. I don't know if it does anything. I don't think it does anything. Okay. So, I'm just gonna turn it off. So, yeah. So that's basically it on this. You don't have to wait for anything. Missed a few switches, but I don't think this the only thing it does is put the DED on your HUD. Let's just leave it in there. That's it for that. So that's how I can start it up.